Look, I think it was mainly the execution through our first few overs. The first over went for 15 or 16, so you're on the back foot pretty much straight away there. You're right, we did fight our way back into the game. We clawed our way back. From sort of 7 to 14 was sort of in our favour, and I think they were only about 120 at the time for 4, so we're sort of hoping for a 170 sort of total. Might have been sort of in the ballpark, but our execution in the last sort of 4 to 5 overs was miles off where it needed to be. We continually fed Hardik Pandya where he wants the ball. Even Ishan Kishan kept getting away from us, and he's played well against us in all the games we've played against MI so far in this season. So, we felt that we planned really well. Our meetings leading into the game were probably as clear and as concise as they have been right through the tournament, but under pressure today, our execution was miles off. I'm not sure exactly why. He might have gone out of the attack. I think who bowled the third over? Rabada bowled the third over, didn't he? So, or the fourth over. Look, I haven't asked the question of the captain yet, but one thing I know is that hindsight's a wonderful thing in our game. I'm sure the captain had all the right intentions and decisions that he made on the field, and we back all those decisions day in and day out. So you look, sometimes they come off and sometimes they don't. And today, we're outplayed by Mumbai. Oh, look, I think if you look at the dismissals, Prithvi looked like he got a good ball. Ajinkya also got one that swung back nicely. The execution of Bumrah's Yorker to Shikhar was absolutely first class. You've only got to miss that by a few inches either way, and it's probably a low full toss that goes for 4. But they executed better than us. It's simple as that. Right through the game with all aspects of their game, they were better than us. They outplayed us, and that's 3 wins that they've had over us in the tournament so far. So, we've only got a couple of days before we've got our next challenge, and we'll wait and see who our opponent's going to be tomorrow. But look, all of us as a group have got to dig really deep and try and find ways to get better in a short period of time. Yeah, look, Marcus has probably been slightly frustrated right through the tournament that he hasn't had as much exposure up at the top of the order as he would have liked personally, but trying to get the balance right between our top order through this IPL has been difficult, but I think he showed today how classy a player he is. He's really developed his game against spin bowling and plays spin bowling particularly well off the front and back foot now. So, yeah, look, it was great that we got something out of the game. He got some runs. Akshar Patel played really well with the bat, and they're the only real positives with Ashwin's bowling spell that you talked about earlier that we can take from it. So we've got to find a way to sit down and talk and learn and as I said, make sure we're ready to go for our next challenge. I think we had the right options there. I just think the execution wasn't what it needed to be. Rabada and Nortje have done a great job for us right through this tournament, bowling in the death overs, and the way Mumbai stacked their batting up with Pollard and Hardik and those sort of guys coming in late, you need to make sure you've got your best death bowlers there to get the job done, because we've seen even tonight with Hardik's little cameo, we can see how quickly the game can change if you don't get it right, or if you expose someone that hasn't got the appropriate skill to bowl in the death overs. So, look, I think the way we managed the overs today was right. Just the execution let us down. Oh, look, I think we know in this tournament there's no easy games. You've only got to see how the round stage finished to understand that nothing comes easy in the IPL, and that's one thing we've been talking about to all the players is you can't afford to take a single ball for granted in this competition, or a single over or a single batsman. If you do, then the game will come back to bite you pretty quickly. So, look, we'll sit back and watch the game pretty closely tomorrow and see who our opponents are going to be in a couple of days' time. But Sunrisers and RCB are 2 very, very good sides and thoroughly deserve their positions on the table. So we'll get some training done and preparation done over the next couple of days and make sure we're ready for that challenge.